What do we got, about a minute? 1 minute. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Langhorst Field. We're on the campus of Elmhurst University as we bring you Blue Jay Lacrosse. This afternoon, it's the season opener for the Blue Jays as they host the Tigers from DePauw. And a very pleasant good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mark Kruger. Delighted to have you logged on to BlueJayTV.com. The Blue Jays season opener, and head coach Allie Howard in her first season as the head coach. Of course, the Blue Jays did not sport a team a year ago, so they are excited and thrilled to be back on the field this season. The Tigers of DePauw come in with a record of 1-0. They beat Carthage last Saturday, another CCIW team, 11-6 at home. So this is the first of 5 road games for the DePauw Tigers. The Elmhurst University Blue Jays, the starting lineups. In goal is freshman Karina Salmon from Georgetown, Ontario, Canada. Rest of the starting lineups, your mids. Gracie Eastman is a freshman from Austin, Texas. Bailey Ekstrand is a 5'7" senior from Lombard, Illinois, went to Glenbard East. Gabby Castillo is a senior mid from Westchester, Illinois. Michaela Armstrong is a 5'8" freshman from Valparaiso, Indiana. Gabby Malik is a 5'9" mid, a sophomore from Lincoln Way East. Erin Dela Cruz is a freshman from Waukegan. Katie Shinaski is a 5'7" senior mid, went to Lane Tech. Also, Maddie Deckman is a midfielder, 5'7" sophomore, went to Rockford Boylan Catholic. The defenseman, Marie Corpus, a 5'4" senior from Lombard, went to Montini Catholic. Also, that's the attackers, I should say. Isabella Roten is a freshman from DePaul College Prep, and Pauline Shalmo is a 5'3" senior attacker from Oswego. And the starting lineups for the Tigers of DePauw. Bella Begg, defenseman, a senior. Quinn Tegenkamp, midfielder, she's a freshman. Katie Field is a 5'5" freshman. Bria Randolph is a 5'8" junior attacker. Callie Clare is a 5'5" defenseman, a freshman from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Anna Keeney is a senior attacker. Emily Howard is a 5'9" senior defenseman. Bridget Driscoll is a 5'11" freshman midfielder. Emma Kennedy, a senior midfielder from Indianapolis, Indiana. Emily Napier, number 19, is a sophomore attacker. Number 21, Grayson Campbell, is a 5'5" sophomore attacker. And in goal, number 32, Lydia Hollis, a 5'2" sophomore from Findlay, Ohio. The head coach of the Tigers is Ann Mulk. You see the introductions being announced here by Kevin Jude, the public address announcer, as well as the director of sports information. Tigers in the traveling black jerseys with the gold numbers and letters. And now the starting lineup is being introduced here for the Elmhurst University Blue Jays. Isabel Roten being introduced now. Bailey Ekstrand.
Number 12, Gabby Castillo.
Gabby Castillo.
Number 13, Michaela Armstrong.
Michaela.
Number 14, Gabby Malik.
Malik out of Lincoln Way East.
Number 17, Pauline Shalmo.
Shalmo from Oswego.
Number 19, Aaron Dela Cruz.
Dela Cruz from St. Viator.
Number 20, Katie Shanetsky.
Shanetsky from Lane Tech.
Number 21, Marie Corpus.
Corpus, as I mentioned, from Montini.
Number 2, Maddie Deckman.
Deckman from Boylan Catholic.
The Blue Jays are coached by Allie Howard.
Allie Howard, as I mentioned, in her first year as the head coach, and she is really excited to get this season underway. She has over a decade of coaching experience. She's the third head coach in the brief 7-year history of women's lacrosse here at Elmhurst University. She was the assistant women's lacrosse coach for the New Zealand senior national team since 2019. She was also the head coach and assistant sports information director at the University of Bridgeport. Was also the assistant coach at Central Connecticut State and Worcester State University. Started her coaching career as an assistant coach at Grand Valley State University in 2010. And she is determined to get this program, well, kind of like what Coach Morrell has done on the men's side of lacrosse, has built that program into a very, very good quality program. By the way, Coach Howard's grad assistant, Maria Trevino. So you take a look at the huddle there of the Blue Jays. By the way, on your monitor there, it is a sunny afternoon. It looks like it's a gorgeous afternoon, which it is here at Elmhurst, but it is 31 degrees here at game time. The wind chill feels like it's 21 degrees, so it is brisk. It is cold out there this afternoon, and because of the weather, we will have a running clock in this game for the entire game. So 4 15-minute quarters, it will be a running clock throughout the game. So there you see the Blue Jays coming out on to the field. The Tigers in the black. And we are just about ready to get things underway here. Karina Salmon getting ready. She's in goal there for the Blue Jays. And the opening draw control. We are just about ready to get it going here. Emma Kennedy on the draw control going up against Katie Shanatsky. And the opening draw control by the Tigers. Shot on goal that time by Emma Kennedy. And a nice save by Salmon. Pass is stolen. Another opportunity for the Tigers. A high pass, and the Tigers turn it over. Salmon getting the ball, and now it's in control for the Blue Jays. Just underway here. No score between DePauw and Elmhurst. Mentioned Elmhurst, or I should say DePauw, winning last Saturday, knocking off Carthage. 11-6 was the final in that ball game. Blue Jays turning it over in their own zone. Katie Field getting it ahead as the Tigers work it behind the cage here. Anna Keeney over here to the wing to Bria Randolph. Bridget Driscoll in control of the ball now. Passes it here to the near wing to Bria Randolph. 90-second shot clock coming into play here on the women's side. Popping up, losing it, Grayson Campbell, but she got it back. Campbell on the drive. Campbell got cut off nicely. Kicks it out on the wing to Bria Randolph, who dropped it and picked it up again. Shot clock is down to 32 seconds. Opening moments of this first quarter here. It's the season opener. Blue Jay Lacrosse on the women's side. Earlier today, Coach Morrell and the men's team battled it out against Hope College, and the Blue Jays came up short. 17-13 was the final in that game. Sante Dybowski had 5 goals for the Blue Jays, so Elmhurst starting off the season 0-2 on the men's side. Off the restart, it was Bria Randolph losing control of it. But behind the cage, they restarted. Anna Keeney. Ball picked up by number 6, Katie Field. And we got a whistle and a stoppage of play here. Again, it is a running clock. And on the restart, it's going to be Katie Field. As she moves over to her right just a little bit. Going to have a great opportunity to score against Salmon. There's the restart. Field puts it in for the goal. 11:54 remaining. It's 1-0 in favor of DePauw. The goal by number 6, Katie Field. So we're going to have our second draw control here of the afternoon as DePauw strikes first here today. But you see, most of the ladies are wearing sweatpants, but I see number 14, Gabby Malik, is not, along with Katie Shinatsky, who's taking the draw control for the Blue Jays. And the bare legs out there, boy, they got to be pretty cold right now. And the draw control won by the Tigers. Kennedy on the far wing brings it up to Field. DePauw in possession, leading by a score of 1-0 here early on here in the first quarter. DePauw working it around the perimeter here. Now they overload the far side. Now we've got some movement here. Kennedy makes the move. Boy, that play was set up for Kennedy, and she puts it in the back of the net for the goal. So a goal by Emma Kennedy, the senior from Indianapolis, Indiana. She had 3 goals a year ago, and it is now, well, they are scoring the goal. So it's 2-0 in favor of DePauw. So Elmhurst calling a timeout here. And on timeouts, they do stop the clock. So the clock stops with 9:44 remaining here in this first quarter. First 2 goals of the game scored by DePauw. First it was Katie Field who scored with around 11 minutes and 54 seconds. They don't stop the clock after goals, so it was right around that time. And right around the 10-minute mark, Emma Kennedy scoring a goal for the Tigers. Emma Kennedy is a 6-foot senior from Indianapolis, Indiana. So it's 2-0 in favor of the Tigers here. As I mentioned, the Tigers out of the NCAC, the North Coast Athletic Conference. The Tigers last year were 6-4 overall, finished 4-1 in the NCAC. The CCIW, the league in women's lacrosse, consists of the following: Augustana, Carroll, University of Chicago, Illinois Wesleyan, North Central, Carthage, and of course Elmhurst University. Other teams in the CCIW that are in action today: Bates is at the University of Chicago, Carroll is at Hope, Illinois Wesleyan is at Colorado College, and Augustana is in Lisle taking on Benedictine University. Those are the other games going on from CCIW teams, all, of course, non-conference games being played today. After today, the Blue Jays will be on the road for a couple of games. They'll be at Lake Forest on March 1st and at Franklin on March 5th before returning home here to Langhorse Field against Benedictine University on March 9th. So the draw control here at midfield, there's a good look. There's the whistle. Gracie Eastman on the draw control for the Blue Jays, but it is won by the Tigers. And so DePauw in possession, leading by a score of 2-0 after the Emma Kennedy goal. And into the lane crease, and the shot is good by Bridget Driscoll. No, they're waving that off. They're waving that off. It was a turnover, so on the turnover, it's Blue Jay ball. We're still 2-0 here in the opening quarter, and now we've got another whistle, a little too close, Bria Randolph. So Blue Jay ball on the restart here. Getting to midfield there, Katie Shinatsky. Shinatsky had a couple of goals and an assist back in the 2020 season. And ball is down on the floor. We've got a whistle, and it's going to go against DePauw. So it's Blue Jay ball here on the restart. Ball down on the ground. Still down, battling for it was Pauline Shalmo, and they're going to call a push against DePauw, and so it's going to go, well, yeah, it's going to go to the Blue Jays. Grayson Campbell had possession of the ball for DePauw, and the official's like, nope, you got to give it to Elmhurst. See if the Blue Jays can get on the board here, trailing 2-0. Just under 8 minutes remaining here in this opening quarter. Chilly afternoon from Langhorse Field in Elmhurst, Illinois. Glad to have you logged on to BlueJayTV.com. Women's lacrosse. Another whistle. I believe there is a shot. They're wondering about the shot clock. There is a new 90 seconds on the shot clock right now, and I think the officials are okay with that. Roger Renee, Don Newell, and Jack Long are your three officials this afternoon. Clock stops momentarily at 7:29 to play. So the ball is going to go to the Tigers, apparently. So it was a shot clock, I think a clock violation, turns the ball over to the Tigers. So it's DePauw now on the attack. Ball down on the ground and nicely scooped up that time by Gabby Castillo. Castillo in possession. Cross midfield. Castillo, a senior out of Westchester, Illinois, went to Chicago Bulls College Prep. To the middle of the field is Katie Shinatsky. Ball on the far side, and it's picked off, and a turnover for the Blue Jays. And here come the Tigers now on the attack as they turn it down to the turf. Down goes a Tiger, but it'll be DePauw possession here. Quickly ahead to Grayson Campbell. Campbell on the sprint. One person to beat. She fires and scores. Unassisted goal by number 21, Grayson Campbell. And it's 3-0 now in favor of the Tigers. Campbell here getting the ball to catch, and on the dead sprint, one person to beat, steps to the side and shoots to the left corner and gets it in. Grayson Campbell with her first goal of the afternoon. And it's 3-0 in favor of the Tigers. Eastman and Field on the draw control, and the draw control is won by DePauw. Field picked it up, throws it over to Emily Howard. Howard passes it to Campbell. Campbell, ooh, a streaking DePauw player. Who was that? Couldn't quite get a number. Well, she's got the ball right now, turns and shoots. That was Emma Kennedy, who has one goal already. Boy, Emma is a tall young lady out there, 6-footer. Stoppage of play here. We need an apple. We got one. New ball. This is going to be Emma Kennedy on the restart here. Emma, a chance for her second goal of the game. Off the restart to the shot, and it's wide to the right. Here's Kennedy at the point. The 6-footer comes in, moves to the right, shoots, and a save. Nicely saved by Karina Salmon, the freshman goalkeeper for the Blue Jays. Looking for an outlet, still looking, now getting some pressure by Kennedy. And Salmon can't get it off. It's going to be down on the floor. Katie Field picking it up for DePauw behind the cage. So the Blue Jays turn it over behind their cage, and an opportunity for DePauw now to add to their 3-0 lead here. Now we got a whistle. And an equipment violation here. Salmon, the goalkeeper, making an adjustment. By the way, this will give us an opportunity to tell you that you can log on tonight for Blue Jay basketball. Congratulations to John Baines and the men's team as they made it to the CCIW Conference Championship. They'll be taking on Coach Raritan and the Cardinals of North Central College, 7 o'clock tonight. Log on to elmhurstbluejays.com/live tonight at 7 o'clock. Of course, the winner will get an automatic bid to the NCAA Division III National Tournament. Ball is down on the ground here. Again, 7 o'clock tonight. Blue Jays and the Cardinals. CCIW basketball. Another shot and a goal that time by Grayson Campbell. Oh, they're waving it off. They're waving off the goal by Campbell. So it's going to be Blue Jay ball here. 3-0 still by DePauw leading. Blue Jays can't get it out of their own zone here. And a goal for DePauw. The goal is going to be by Marley Heitman. The assist to Maggie Little. Little is going to get the assist. Marley Heitman, 5'7" sophomore from Lake Forest, gets the goal, and it's 4-0 in favor of the Tigers. Eastman and Field on the draw control at midfield here. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in this opening quarter. Running clock this afternoon because of the inclement weather. And this draw control is won by the Tigers, and it's Emma Kennedy picking the ball out of the air. Tigers back on the attack now, leading 4-0 as the final moments of the opening quarter winding down here. Kennedy, nice move, shoots and scores. Emma Kennedy, unassisted, scoring her second goal of the afternoon. Boy, for a 6-footer, she can move very, very well. And she gets in and scores her second goal. Take another look at it there. Watch her with the move here. Gets into the crease area, gets it by Salmon, and it's now 5-0 in favor of the Tigers with a little over a minute remaining here in this opening quarter. So Emma Kennedy with a couple of goals here in this first quarter. Eastman and Field on the draw control. Officials counting the number of players, and looks like we're ready to go. See if Gracie can win this draw control here for the Blue Jays. It goes up, down on the ground, and it's picked up by number 14, Emily Howard of the Tigers. Howard gets it ahead to Randolph. Bria Randolph with a nice pass to Kennedy. Turns, and a save by Salmon. Boy, Salmon just plucked that one right out of the stick of Kennedy. And now we've got a whistle. Stoppage of play here. Final seconds are winding down here in the opening quarter. The clock continues to run here. I'm not sure why there is a stoppage of play, but it doesn't look like the Tigers are going to be able to do much here as we have come to the end of the opening quarter here with DePauw leading the Blue Jays here by a score of 5-0. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn. A place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
Welcome back to Langhorst Field here on the campus of Elmhurst University. Mark Kruger, delighted to bring you Blue Jay Lacrosse here this afternoon as we are just about ready to get the second quarter underway. DePauw Tigers with 5 goals in the opening quarter, and they lead it here at the end of 5-0 over the Blue Jays. Katie Field led the scoring, the first goal of the game. Emma Kennedy scored the second goal, the first of 2 goals for Kennedy. Then Grayson Campbell scored a goal. Marley Heitman scored a goal. She was assisted by Maggie Little. And then Emma Kennedy, her second goal, it was unassisted, came with about a minute and a half left to play in the opening quarter. So that's where we're at right now. 5-0 in favor of DePauw. The Tigers' season opener was 1 week ago today as they knocked off Carthage 11-6. This is the first of 5 road games for the Tigers. After today, they'll be at Earlham, at Transylvania, at the University of Chicago, and then at Concordia, Chicago, before returning home. Ann Molk in her 3rd season as the head coach of the Tigers. Her assistant is Corey Reese. There you take a look at Gracie Eastman, number 1 for Elmhurst University, as she tries to win this draw control to start the second quarter. She's going up against Katie Field, 5'5" freshman from Bellevue, Washington. There's the whistle. Ball goes straight up, and the second quarter is underway here from Langhorst Field. And it's, well, still nothing. Still down in the crowd. Nobody able to pick it up. And now we've got a whistle, and the ball is going to go to DePauw. Well, now check that. It's going to go to the Blue Jays. So the Blue Jays will get credit for the draw control win. See if they can get on the board here early on here in the second quarter. Shanatsky trying to break free. She's guarded by the 6-footer Kennedy. Boy, that's a tough young lady to go up against. And now they switch. Shanatsky passes it off. And they turn the ball over. And here come the Tigers now on the attack, leading by a score of 5-0. Emily Howard straight up the middle. And now she gets cut off. Howard passes it off. And the Tigers will bring it out. Field at the point. Bring it over here to the near wing. This is Bria Randolph, and we got a whistle. Stops the play. 58 seconds on the shot clock. And on the restart, coming in and scoring is Bria Randolph. So Bria Randolph goes top left for the score, and it's now 6-0. Take another look at it here. You see Randolph moving to her right, shooting in the upper left-hand part of the goal to get the score. Randolph last year, a couple of goals, 4 assists on 9 shots. She had 6 points last season. And she gets the goal here to start the second quarter. Now 6-0 in favor of DePauw. Field and Eastman again on the draw control. Ball goes up, tapped around, and picked out of the air nicely by Emily Howard of DePauw. Boy, that was nice. She picked that one right out of the air. Howard taking it straight up the middle. Oh, she lost control, and it's picked up by Salmon, the goalkeeper for the Blue Jays. Emily Howard just sprinted straight to the goal, then lost it about 5 yards in front of the goal. Blue Jays now with the ball. Trying to get it out of their own zone here. Trying to clear. Marie Corpus. Whoop, she lost it down on the ground, and it's picked up by Kennedy. Emma Kennedy now has a player on either side of her. Instead, she's going to keep it, stop, now move forward, splits the defenders, puts it in, but there is a... Nope, they're calling the goal. Third goal of the afternoon for Emma Kennedy, so she has the hat trick already, and it is now 7-0 in favor of DePauw here, with just a little over 11 minutes remaining here in this first half. Boy, Emma Kennedy is a good-looking player here. The 6-footer from Indianapolis, Indiana. She scores her third goal of the afternoon, and it's now 7-0 DePauw. Katie Field, Gracie Eastman on the draw control. And Kennedy will come out of the game. She'll take a breather here with 10:30 remaining here in the first half. And again, the ball scooped up out of the air by Emily Howard. Tigers win another draw control. Bria Randolph on the attack. Randolph veering off to the right. Now she goes behind the cage. Randolph curls around, shoots, and Salmon may have deflected that one. It will go to the Tigers here. Nice run and a nice curl that time by Randolph, getting the angle. And another shot and a goal for the Tigers. I believe that was 13 that scored the goal. So that makes it 8-0 in favor of DePauw. Anna Keeney, number 13, a senior from Indianapolis, Indiana. And again, it is Field and Eastman on the draw control here. DePauw controlling these draw controls, giving them opportunities to score. And again, it is controlled by DePauw, and again, it's Emily Howard. Emily Howard has gotten a lot of the draw controls. Pass inside, ooh, off the post. That's Grayson Campbell off the crossbar. So Campbell almost got her second goal of the afternoon, and this one is going to go to the Blue Jays. 8:24 left to play here in this first half. And it'll be Blue Jay ball. There's the restart. It'll be Eastman. Gracie getting bumped by Field. So the two draw control players going at it here. Eastman still going along with Field. And a bit of a bump, and it will go to the Blue Jays. Eastman on the restart. Passes it off to Gabby Castillo. Castillo looking for an outlet, now gives it back to Eastman. Eastman, a 5'6" freshman from Austin, Texas. And she has to be like, man, we don't get this type of weather down in Austin, Texas. Blue Jays losing the ball as they turn it over. It goes out of bounds, and it will go to the Tigers. DePauw University, I mentioned this is the first of 5 road games for the Tigers. Then they're at home against Worcester on March 26th. And then they start 5 more games on the road. So they have 2 5-game streaks in which they're on the road. Both times. Howard, and she scores. Emily Howard, we take another look at it here. You see out of the mess there. Howard just scoops it right up and sprints towards the goal and puts it in for her first goal of the afternoon. And that goal now gives DePauw a 9-0 lead here. It'll be Field and Katie Shinatsky now. Shinatsky on the draw control for the Blue Jays going up against Katie Field. 9-0 in favor of DePauw here. Just over 6 minutes remaining here in this first half. See if the Blue Jays can win this draw control. Ball down on the ground, and it's going to be scooped up by DePauw's Quinn Tegenkamp. Quinn, a freshman from St. Louis, Missouri. Passes it off to Kennedy. Kennedy back into the game as the Tigers try to work it behind the cage. Sprinting for the ball was Anna Keeney. And it's good. They're going to turn the ball over here. It'll be Blue Jay ball here. Salmon will pick it up, the goalkeeper. And Salmon will put it down on the field, and one of her teammates will come and scoop it up. That's Marie Corpus. Corpus on the run to midfield. Oh, before she got to midfield, she lost control, picked up by Anna Keeney. Ball down on the ground. Again, it's scooped up by Grayson Campbell. Campbell wide open, and the shot. Ooh. Did it get through Salmon? Yes. Campbell with the goal. That is Grayson's second goal of the afternoon. And it's now 10-0 in favor of DePauw. So 2 goals for Grayson Campbell, 2 goals for Emma Kennedy. And DePauw pouring it on here in the first half as take a look at midfield. We'll get our draw control folks there. There is Katie Shinatsky and Katie Field. Well, now they got Kennedy to do the draw control for the Tigers. Kennedy and Shinatsky on the draw control. As we are at the 4-minute mark of this first half, it's been all DePauw here. First game of the season for the Blue Jays, and certainly it's going to take some time for Allie Howard and this Blue Jay program to sort of get on its feet here. Bella Begg, number 2 in possession of the ball, senior from Ohio. DePauw getting players from all over the place. Backdoor cut by Kennedy, wasn't quite there, scooped up by Salmon. Right idea, just a bad pass, and Kennedy couldn't get the ball, and they turned the ball over here. Corpus now alongside the goal line. Corpus passes it back to Salmon, the goalkeeper. Flips it ahead. Here come the Blue Jays now on the attack. Shinatsky, though, lost control of it. Ball is on the ground. Still on the ground. Nothing yet. Now finally it was picked up, and now on the ground, Isabella Roten. Ball going to go to the Blue Jays. Roten will restart it here for Elmhurst. Isabella, a freshman. DePauw College prep. And they lose the ball on the turnover. Here's Callie Clare. Ahead here to Grayson Campbell. Campbell on the run. Now slows down, and she'll try to get in position to score, and she does. Another goal for Campbell. That is her 3rd goal of the game. It's now 11-0 in favor of the Tigers. So Campbell gets the hat trick. Watch her here. She makes the move to her left, crosses over, gets it through Salmon, and her 3rd goal of the game is Grayson Campbell. 5'5" sophomore from Oak Park, California. Kennedy and Eastman now on the draw control. Eastman at 5'6". Kennedy is a 6-footer. 90 seconds to go here in this first half. Ball goes up. Kennedy controls it. Kennedy on the dead sprint. Straight ahead. Now she moves over to her left. Kennedy still looking. And now she scores. That was all Emma Kennedy. Her third goal of the game. Boy, Emma Kennedy snatching that draw control right out of the air. Right after the whistle and a dead sprint right down the middle. Now she veers off to her left a little bit. Cuts it back. Nice individual effort that time by Emma Kennedy. Under a minute to play here in this first half. So it is 12-0 now in favor of the Tigers. 3 goals each by Emma Kennedy and Grayson Campbell. Again, it's Kennedy and Eastman, and again, it's controlled by the Tigers. This is Bella Begg this time. Kennedy, whoop, she lost it. She wanted to shoot the ball before she had possession of it. Scooped up by Begg. So the Blue Jays turn the ball over. And that's the end of the first half. It's been all Tigers of DePauw as DePauw leads it here at the break by a score of 12-0. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn. A place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
We know that going to college is a huge investment. You put your trust and time in Elmhurst University, and we do the same. You invest in us, and we invest in you.
Your story begins as we welcome you to Elmhurst University. From your first day of orientation, our focus is getting you acclimated to college life and making you a part of the Elmhurst community.
Definitely Elmhurst was the one that I fell in love with. Right when you stepped on campus, it was a nice environment. It just felt like home.
The goal of first year seminar is to make the transition from high school to college as smooth as possible. It's an instantaneous way to have a niche at Elmhurst.
A lot of times there's that doubt that I don't know if I can make it here. I don't know if I'm meant to be here. I feel it is our role as an institution to get those doubts out of their mind the second they are on this campus.
Once you've started classes, our responsibility is to support you both personally and academically.
Your faculty and your staff who are here and committed to your success are going to be walking with you on that journey, providing both the challenge and the support for you along that way.
I changed my major about 5 times, and so I really needed someone there to help me through it, help me pick out new classes, to help me make sure that I graduate on time.
So they support us academically, but they're also interested in our lives as a whole individual. For example, when I was applying for the Fulbright, they were more than willing and super supportive.
Along with supporting you, our job is to make sure you challenge yourself in order to make the most of your experience.
When the students, especially in computer science, go out into related fields, they're going to be confronted with adapting to new environments, new technologies, and we try to challenge them in the classroom to adapt, to learn how to learn.
I've had teachers go to me and say, I think you'd be interested in research, so they introduced me to some professors, and I've been doing research now for 3 semesters. It taught me a lot about myself, definitely, and about the way I adapt to different situations.
I think we all learn best when we're a little bit scared, a little bit on the edge. I really believe that the things that are beyond the typical, experiencing undergraduate research, studying abroad, having a quality internship, some of those things are going to be most memorable and meaningful and really impactful for them.
As your academic journey at Elmhurst comes to an end, our relationship reaches a crucial point as we launch you into the next phase of your life.
Elmhurst is a liberal arts college that aims at creating educated citizens, and that's not a process that just takes 4 years or 2 years. We're invested in these students. We give our kind of heart and soul to them while they're here, and so we care if they succeed once they leave.
When students go on to graduate and go on to live amazing lives and do things personally and professionally, their fingerprints are still all over this institution in a way that helped us to become a better sense of who we are and who we as an institution want to be in the world.
We don't at Elmhurst tell students what to think, but we try to teach them how to engage with their own values to become better citizens of this country, of this world.
And that makes me proud to be a part of the community of Elmhurst.
I'm confident in our graduates because I know we've prepared them both personally and professionally. We love to see them fly the nest and flourish.
My name is Michael. I'm a senior here. I study special education, and I'm a first-generation college student.
My name is Lauren Berryhill. I'm a junior, and I'm a music education major.
My name is Sarah Jean Dickey. I am a double major in mathematics and computer science with a minor in Spanish, and I'm a senior.
My name is Raniel Morales. I'm a freshman, and I'm a psychology major.
I transferred to Elmhurst because I like the small class sizes, and I really value that professor-student relationship that I knew that I was going to get here.
When I was looking at other colleges, it just didn't feel like people cared and wanted you there the same way that when you came to Elmhurst. They just really wanted you to be there and to learn and grow, and I felt like I would be comfortable coming here, but also be pushed in so many ways to grow and become better.
I already knew some people who went here, and I'd visit a couple times just to hang out with them. I just really liked being around them and being here. And the campus itself is absolutely beautiful.
My sister did go to school here as well. I kind of already knew the campus a little bit, knew it was a great school. I'm glad I chose Elmhurst because it was probably the best place for me, and it was the best monetary decision as well.
When I first transferred, I lived in apartments, but now I live in Stanger, and I really couldn't picture it any other way. Like, I love being on campus. There's just something about rolling out of bed and going to class that I love.
I started out in Chick my freshman year here. I moved to Niebuhr halfway through. I lived in Chick my sophomore year as well, and I've been living in an on-campus house on Myrtle for the past 2 years, and I love it there.
I've actually only lived in Cureton Hall all 3 years. I really could stay there my 4th year and be fine.
I love the community that it brought, that you were one room away from your friends, you were eating dinner on campus together almost every night, and just that there were different opportunities within the residence halls.
A day in the life is pretty hectic. Most music ed majors, their classes are in the mornings and then their ensembles are in the afternoon. So I'm pretty much boom, 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 thing to thing to thing.
I'm a morning person, so whether I have class in the morning or not, I like to wake up a little bit on the earlier side.
So I'd wake up at 5:30, practice, eat breakfast quickly, go to my 9 a.m.
Probably have class till around noon, and depending on the day, I'll probably head out to the local middle school to take some time with my students there, go to the library to do some homework, and then I also work at the library.
Get out of class, go home, change, go directly to work.
I'll usually have work later in the afternoon, and then eat dinner, maybe do some more homework, watch a movie.
Get a dinner or some snacks at the Roost, and then head back to my dorm to do some homework and head to bed.
Usually I spend time with my friends at night, and that's when I get to catch up on what's going on.
My favorite place on campus is on the 3rd floor of the education department. It's the best place to study with the best view.
I have 2 favorite places on campus. One is my house, but I also love the conference room in Daniels.
My favorite place would be the cafeteria.
Sitting in Founders, I love to sit at one of those tables and do homework. You can be in there to have fun, you can be in there to study, and the vibe can be whatever you want it to be.
Out of the 4 classes that I took this past semester, my favorite class was acting. The professor was Dr. Tony Noyce. He is such a character. He's so awesome to be around. It was such a fun experience.
And my favorite class was probably linear algebra with Dr. Crawford. It was part theory and part computation, which I really liked how it pulled those 2 concepts together. And Dr. Crawford is just an amazing teacher. I've had her almost every semester since I've been here.
Post-colonial theory with Dr. Janice Lively, and that class had me thinking about it like all day.
Music theory class, which is probably an interesting choice because it was at 8 a.m. every single day my freshman year, both semesters, which no one likes 8 a.m.s in college. My professor, Mr. Streeter, is incredible, and my class became more of a community than anything. It was a really nice way to come into college, and honestly, my best friends came out of that class.
One of my favorite activities is the honors program. I've been involved with it all 4 years that I've been on campus here. I'm also involved in Alpha Phi Omega here on campus. You do a lot of service in the community. You get to build relationships with people in the organization, and you get to do a lot of leadership activities.
I've been involved in lots of student groups on campus, all the choral ensembles, the vocal ensembles, and I loved being in late night blues, vocal jazz. We just had a lot of fun and really bonded with each other. I'm also a member of Phi Mu. It's a really fun way to meet people, but also to give back to others that need it.
My favorite organizations that I've been a part of is definitely the Black Student Union, because I really like what they're doing for the campus overall and the social justice issues that they're pursuing on campus.
I'm pretty much just involved with running. I'm really proud to be a Blue Jay because it's an amazing community. Blue also looks really nice when we're running, so it's awesome.
Love being a student ambassador in the Office of Admissions. It's really great because I get to give tours to all these potential students, whether they're first years or transfers.
I'm a CA for the ELSA students, which basically means that I live in the dorms that they also live in to provide any extra support that they might need. And I'm really proud to be part of this program, especially because it's one of the few in the country. And it's awesome because I work with students with disabilities in classrooms, and they always ask me, oh, can I go to Elmhurst? And I can say confidently, yes, you can go to Elmhurst.
When I cross the stage at graduation, I'll be most proud of all the research that I've done. I didn't come into college with the intention to do that. I fell in love with the idea of research and the process of doing research.
It's just incredible to look back and think that Elmhurst has done so much for me already, and I think that's what I'll be most proud of, to think just who I've become and who I want to be still.
I think what I would remember most fondly are obviously my friends that I've made.
Making memories with those friends in really interesting places that normally wouldn't be so exciting, but they are because you love each other and you get to know each other so well.
Between the professors and the friends that I've made, I think that will stay with me the rest of my life.
People who give back to Elmhurst, you're not only helping me, you're helping my family grow as well. Me graduating college and being the first one to graduate means that hopefully others in my family, like my nephews and nieces, can see that and want to come to a school like Elmhurst.
So when you give money to Elmhurst, you're giving these students like the experience of a lifetime and the ability to become who they're meant to be.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to change our lives.
Welcome back to Langhorse Field. We are at halftime of the women's lacrosse game between Elmhurst University and the Tigers of DePauw University. And it's the Tigers leading comfortably here at halftime by a score of 12-0. DePauw scored 5 goals in the first quarter and 7 more here in the second quarter to lead by a dozen here at the break. 2 different Tigers have scored 3 goals in that first half. Emma Kennedy scored 3 goals. Also, Grayson Campbell scoring 3 goals for the Tigers. While we got a moment, just another reminder that tonight at 7 o'clock, you'll want to log on to the following website here, elmhurstbluejays.com/live. It's the CCIW Men's Basketball Tournament Championship game between the number 3 seed Elmhurst University and the number 4 seed Cardinals of North Central. That game is being played tonight at 7 o'clock. The winner wins the conference championship and wins an automatic berth in the NCAA tournament. Last night, Levon Thomas had 27 points and 5 rebounds as the Blue Jays beat the Thunder of Wheaton 74-68. Meanwhile, North Central, the number 4 seed, beat the number 1 seed Illinois Wesleyan 81-74 at the Shirk Center in Bloomington. Matt Helwig had 30 points and 12 rebounds for the Cardinals. Shea Couples had a career-high 18 points for North Central. So it's the number 3 seed Elmhurst, the number 4 seed North Central. If you go back to 2017, North Central was also the number 4 seed, and they won the CCIW Conference Tournament. They're the only number 4 seed to win the tournament. And they did it back in 2017. The Cardinals are the number 4 seed again this year. So it's the number 3 seed Elmhurst, the number 4 seed North Central tonight at 7 o'clock. elmhurstbluejays.com/live. So good luck to Coach Baines and the Blue Jays. All right, third quarter about to get underway. Again, we've got a running clock the entire game due to the tough weather, 31 degrees at the start of this one. Kennedy and Eastman on the draw control, and the draw control is won by the Tigers. This is Katie Field flipping it off to Campbell. Again, Campbell with the 3 goals in that first half, along with Kennedy. See how DePauw plays it here in the second half. Here is Kennedy at the point. The 3 goals in that first half. Bit of a weave here at the top. Here's Field. Field got cut off. She retreats. Passes it to Bria Randolph. Randolph gets it inside to Campbell on the spin. Lost control of it. Ball down on the turf. Still down. Still nobody in possession of it. And it's finally going to be the goal. Well, even Salmon, the goalkeeper, can't quite handle it. And it's going to go to the Tigers. Ball loose in the front. Now it's picked up by the Blue Jays and Eastman. Eastman on the dead sprint here for Elmhurst as she crosses midfield. Eastman passes it to Shanoski. Lost. So they turn it over, and now here come the Tigers back on the attack. It's Katie Field in the open field. Field gives it to Campbell. Campbell to Randolph. Randolph dropped it, picked it right back up. And Randolph will jog it behind the cage here for the Tigers. Streaking Kennedy, and a save by Salmon. Nice save by the freshman. Gets it out as the Blue Jays trying to clear it. Shanotsky on the spin move against Kennedy. Shanotsky's pass is picked off by Katie Field. Field has Kennedy to her left. Field does not take the shot, and she'll back it out. Passes it to Campbell. Back to the point is Keeney, and now Kennedy. Just underway here in the third quarter. Season opener for the Blue Jays. DePauw 1-0. The Tigers knocked off Carthage last Saturday. So DePauw starting off the season playing against 2 CCIW opponents. DePauw out of the North Coast Athletic Conference. Shot clock is down to 40. Shot by Keeney is saved by Salmon. Salmon trying to put a handle on it. She cannot. And it's picked up by Katie Field. Field on a circular move. Brings it back out to Keeney. Kennedy turns, spins, and shoots and scores. 4th goal of the game by Emma Kennedy. Blue Jays in a huddle about 10 yards in front of their goal. Saw the tail end of that goal there by Kennedy as Gracie Eastman awaits patiently around midfield for the draw control. And who will take it for the Tigers? Eastman is out there, and it looks like it's going to be Kennedy. Emma Kennedy, after scoring her 4th goal of the game, will take the draw control against Eastman. Ball down, whistle, and it's going to go to the Tigers. So DePauw wins the draw control. Here's Kennedy. 10.5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. See if the Blue Jays can avoid the shutout here. Haven't had many opportunities to score this afternoon. It's been all DePauw as they've been dominant on the draw controls, and they've got the ball right now here with 10 minutes remaining, 10:04 left here in the third. Ball down on the ground, and it's picked up by Bria Randolph. Randolph moving behind the cage with a shot and a score and a goal for the Tigers. I believe the goal was by number 19 for DePauw. That's Emily Napier. Makes it 14-0. So it's DePauw by a couple of touchdowns here. And it's Kennedy and Eastman on the draw control. Ball still down on the ground. It's going to be scooped up by Field of DePauw. DePauw to Emily Howard. Howard ahead to Campbell. Campbell looking to pass, gets it out in front of the goal, shot by Callie Clare. Callie Clare get her first goal of the afternoon. It's now 15-0. First goal of the game for Callie Clare. Comes with a little over 8 minutes to play here in the third. And so it's Kennedy and Eastman again at midfield for the draw control. Earlier today, by the way, the men's team, you may have logged on to BlueJayTV.com, played Hope College. Very good team, and Hope came away victorious, 17-13 over the men of Elmhurst. Sante Dybowski had a good game for the Blue Jays. He had 5 goals this afternoon. But Hope College came away with the victory, so the Blue Jays men's team drops their first 2 games of the season. First to Center College last Saturday, and today to Hope. Blue Jays will be on the road. The men's team will be on March 4th against the University of Northwestern of Minnesota. Well, check that. They'll be here at home on March 4th. That's this Friday, 2 o'clock start. We'll bring that game to you here on BlueJayTV.com. Kennedy. Hole got closed up quickly. Passes it out to Clare. Back to Kennedy here. 6.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. But the Blue Jays really packing it in defensively here. In a zone, and now we got some movement on the offensive end here for the Tigers. Back out to Keeney. Shot clock is at 4. I don't know if they realize that. Shot clock violation. So they turn the ball over here to the Blue Jays. Salmon trying to find an outlet. And there's the pass on the far side. Blue Jays trying to clear here. Lydia Hollis, the goalkeeper for DePauw, she's been a lonely player this afternoon. The Blue Jays have not kept her busy at all. Well, now we've got Bella Begg coming off the field here for DePauw. And that's our first penalty, I believe, of the game. Oh, no, check that. That's number 8 for DePauw. That's Marley Heitman. So she will take a knee, and it's a man-up situation here for the Blue Jays here with 5:34 left to play here in the third quarter. New 90-second shot clock for the Blue Jays. And it looks like another penalty here as Grayson Campbell is going to come off the field here. Wow, so a two-man up situation here for the Blue Jays. Great opportunity for them to score their first goal of the game. Well, we can't control it here. Trying to chase it is Marie Corpus, but it goes out of bounds, and it's going to go to DePauw. So DePauw, down 2 players, have possession. Emily Howard sprinting down the near sideline here. We got a whistle, and what's... Oh, there, okay. The restart here. Howard passes it to Kennedy. Kennedy flips it to Claire. DePauw with the ball, down 2 players. Here's Kennedy. And DePauw, looks like the Tigers are going to be very patient on this possession, trying to get some of their players back. (15-0) in favor of the visiting Tigers. DePauw will improve to 2-0 this year. Wins over Carthage and Elmhurst here. Claire holding at the point. Here's Kennedy, and the Blue Jays now coming out just a little bit. Skip pass over to Field. Field now gets to the point area. Penetrating. Oh, lost control of it there as she tried to shift her hands. 3:41 left to play, and it looks like that's the end of the penalty for Heitman. She comes back into the game. So DePauw is only down 1. Well, now Campbell is going to come back into the game. So both players back, both teams at full strength here. Field on the restart. There's the whistle. Field goes ahead. Spins. Cannot get a shot off. And there's the violation. So 3:04 left to play here in the third quarter. Blue Jays with the ball. Both teams, as I mentioned, at full strength here. Eastman goes down. She was pushed, so it'll be Blue Jay ball here. Eastman on the restart. Gets it across midfield. Eastman to Shanatsky. Shoot it. Shanatsky with the shot on goal. Picked up by Hollis. We got a whistle here, though. And it's going to be Shanatsky on the restart. Great opportunity here for the Blue Jays. Shanatsky goes in, gets hit from either side, and we'll do it again. Shanatsky going up against Hollis here. Blue Jays looking for their first goal of the game. There's the whistle. Shanatsky. Oh, it hits the left upright, the post. And it's picked up by the Tigers. Tough break by Katie Shanatsky. It was right there, just hit the left upright. Campbell in the open field now for DePauw. And Campbell will stop. Flip it over to Heitman. Here's Field. Just over a minute, 1:15 left to play here in this third quarter. 3 goals in the quarter by DePauw. Tigers led 12-0 at the break, currently leading 15-0. Field spins, does not get a shot off, but does get a shot off is Kennedy. Kennedy with the score. For Kennedy, it's her 5th goal of the game. Score is now 16-0. So the 6-foot attack, Emma Kennedy, with 5 goals this afternoon. She is the leading scorer. And now back to midfield here for the draw control. Kennedy and Eastman on the draw control. Final seconds winding down here in the third. 16-0 in favor of the Tigers. And neither team's going to have much time to do anything here. And that's the end of the third. It's been all Tigers of DePauw University. 3 quarters complete. Tigers lead it 16-0. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn. A place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
Welcome back to Langhorst Field on the campus of Elmhurst University as we get set for the final 15 minutes of this one. Blue Jay Lacrosse, it's been all Tigers of DePauw. Tigers led at the end of the first quarter 5-0. DePauw scored 7 more goals in the second quarter to take a 12-0 lead into the locker room at halftime, scoring 4 more times here in the just in the third quarter. And so now we are ready to begin the fourth quarter with DePauw up by a score of 16-0. Emma Kennedy has 5 goals today for the Tigers, the 6-foot senior from Indianapolis, Indiana. So it'll be Kennedy and Eastman on the draw control here to start the fourth quarter. Karina Salmon has gone the distance in goal for the Blue Jays. Lydia Hollis has gone the distance in goal for the Tigers. Again, this game, it's a running clock because of the weather. 31 degrees at game time with the wind chill. It's right around 20 degrees. Bit of a breeze coming from the south now. And so they decided to have a running clock here today. Draw control won by the Tigers. Grayson Campbell. And the Tigers work it behind the cage as their first possession here of the fourth quarter. Keeney on the near wing flips it to Kennedy. As DePauw just patiently working around the perimeter as the Blue Jays have just packing in the defense. And ball is picked up, a turnover here by Elmhurst. This is Marie Corpus on the run, on the dead sprint as she crosses midfield, clears it here for the Blue Jays. Corpus working on Kennedy. And Corpus loses it. Kennedy picks it up off the ground. Good defense by Kennedy. Kennedy crosses midfield, passes it ahead. Campbell couldn't quite handle it, but she gets it right back. Blue Jays couldn't pick it off the turf. So Campbell flips it back to Kennedy. Nothing there for Field as, again, DePauw continues to just work it around the perimeter here. A minute and a half gone by here in this fourth quarter. It's been all DePauw. Again, I'd like to remind you to tune in tonight at 7 o'clock for the CCIW Men's Basketball Conference Championship. Shot by Anna Keeney is wide to the right. 7 o'clock, it'll be the Blue Jays of Elmhurst, the number 3 seed, going up against the Cardinals of North Central College, the number 4 seed. And to catch that game, you can log on to elmhurstbluejays.com/live. And you'll see the link there for the Blue Jays 7 o'clock CCIW game against North Central. And the semifinal games last night, and that went off the post, ball on the ground in the crease area, scooped up by the Tigers. Last night, the Blue Jays knocked off Wheaton 74-68. Levon Thomas had 27 points. And there's a shot and another goal here for the Tigers. Let's take another look at it here. You see all the action in front of the goal here. And there's the shot and the goal to make it 17-0. But anyway, North Central defeated Illinois Wesleyan last night in the other semifinal game. 81-74. Matt Helwig had 30 points and 12 rebounds. Shea Couples had a career-high 18 points. So tonight, it'll be the number 4 seed North Central going up against the number 3 seed Elmhurst University. 7 o'clock is the opening tip-off. And again, that's elmhurstbluejays.com/live tonight at 7 o'clock. Another draw control won by the Tigers, picked up by Katie Field. And we've got a whistle here, and well, they're gonna award the ball to the Blue Jays. So Blue Jay ball here with 11 minutes to play in this one. 4 minutes gone by here in the fourth quarter. Again, the best opportunity for the Blue Jays was a couple of moments ago. Katie Shinatsky had a shot on goal, hit the left upright. So the Tigers still preserving the shutout here. Looks like there's a new goalkeeper in there for DePauw. That's number 30, Aubrey Bauer, 5'5" freshman from Dublin, Ohio, getting some action in this game. So a great job by Lydia Hollis, although she was not contested too many times today by the Blue Jays. But the backup, Aubrey Bauer, now in goal for the Tigers. Tigers on the attack here. Here's Field, gives it to Kennedy. 9:50 remaining. Kennedy now in possession at the point. Once again, the Blue Jays not coming out defensively, so Kennedy is just kind of hanging around out at the point. Nice pass to Campbell and a save by Salmon. Nice save by the freshman Corina, as Campbell was just about 2 feet away from her. Tough save, but Salmon got the job done there. Now it's the Blue Jays on the attack. Exactly 9 minutes remaining in this one. Passing it off onto the wing there. Eastman lost control, picked it right back up though. I don't think that was Eastman. I think that was Michaela Armstrong, I believe, number 13 out there on the wing. Yep, Eastman got shoved there by Maggie Little. There's the whistle. Stoppage of play here. It should be Blue Jay ball here. Kennedy is coming off the field. Okay, it looks like a yellow card. A yellow card has been given to Emma Kennedy. So Emma Kennedy with 5 goals picks up a yellow here. It'll be Grace Eastman here on the restart. A great shot for the Blue Jays to score here. Eastman goes ahead, goes to the bottom, and it's saved nicely by Bauer. Body's down on the ground, on the turf, picked up by Eastman. Eastman flips it over to Debbie Kim into the game, number 8. And another time. Okay, a timeout taken here. Timeout on the field with 8 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in this one. It is all Tigers of DePauw. Mentioned the Blue Jays. They'll be on the road the next couple of games. On March 1st, they'll be at Lake Forest, 4:30. Opening draw control of that game. Then on March 5th, they'll be at Franklin, 1 o'clock opening draw control before returning home here to Benedictine University for a 7 o'clock start against Benedictine. That's on March 9th. You take a look at the Tiger huddle right there. The Tigers, this is the first of 5 road games for the Tigers. March 1st, they'll be at Earlham. March 5th, at Transylvania. March 12th, at the University of Chicago. And March 13th, at Concordia of Chicago, before returning home to Worcester on March 26th. So a 5-game road trip for the Tigers. But the first one very successful here at Langhorst Field, as they are shutting out the Blue Jays here by a score of 17-0. First game of the season for the Blue Jays. They did not field a team last year, 2020. The Blue Jays went 0-4. Allie Howard in her first season as the head coach, and she is so determined and fired up about the challenge of building this program. And as I mentioned earlier, it's not gonna happen overnight. But Allie Howard and the Blue Jays feel that she is the young lady to lead this program. So on the restart here, it is number 6, Bailey Ekstrand. I said Debbie Kim earlier. I stand corrected. It's number 6, Bailey Ekstrand. Number 6 for the Blue Jays. Here's Eastman now. Ooh, Eastman got tripped up, lost control of it. And she will have the restart here. So another great opportunity for the Blue Jays to get on the board. Gracie Eastman straight ahead. She goes forward and another save. Eastman. And it's going to go to the Tigers. Another save by Aubrey Bauer, the backup goalkeeper. Emily Napier racing down the near sideline for the Tigers. She passes it off to Callie Clare. And now this is Randolph. Far wing. Randolph passes it off. Nobody home, but getting it on the bounce. Emily Napier. Under 7 minutes remaining in this game. Ooh, a streaking Callie Clare wanted the ball, but they did not get it to her. Kennedy comes back into the game. Kennedy with the ball right now, looking for goal number 6. She goes high and to the left. And the loose ball it actually hit the post. Bria Randolph tracked down the loose ball. So Kennedy's shot hit the post as we approach the 6-minute mark of this one. Anna Keeney battling. Gives it up now. Here's Randolph to Kennedy. Back to Randolph. Claire into the crease area. The shot is off. Anna Keeney here on the restart for the Tigers. No, check that. It was number 12. That's Callie Clare. And now the official is coming in and making sure Salmon is okay, I believe. And Karina says, yep, I'm okay. Play on. Ball down. Randolph scoops it up off the ground, and we're ready to go here. Under 5 minutes left in this one. Tegenkamp with a nice little spin move. Quinn does not get off the shot. Ball loose in the crease area right in front of the goalkeeper, Salmon. And a ball trying to get picked up by Corpus. And a whistle, and the ball is going to be awarded to the Blue Jays here. Blue Jay ball, pass here to the near side, and this one is going to go out of bounds, intended for Shanatsky. So it'll be DePauw DePauw ball. Just over 4 minutes left to play. Kennedy on the restart. Flips it to the point to Randolph. Randolph with a cutting Clare and a score. Callie Clare with the goal. Give the assist to Bria Randolph. And it is now 18-0 in favor of DePauw. 3:40 to go. Take another look at it. Nice pass from Randolph. And Callie Clare gets the goals. It gets by Salmon right below her. And the goal to DePauw. First goal for either team here in this fourth quarter. And it'll be Eastman and Kennedy on the draw control here. Official putting it there, steps away, we'll get the whistle. There it is. Kennedy gets the draw control. Boy, Kennedy is such a well-rounded player. Tigers work it behind the cage here now as they get it here to the near wing to Emily Napier. 2.5 minutes left. Tough afternoon for Blue Jay Lacrosse here. The men's team came up a little bit short earlier today losing 17-13 to Hope College. Shot and a goal by Kennedy. Emma Kennedy with her 6th goal of the game to make it 19-0. Take another look at it here as Kennedy will break free. She gets the cut right there, and she knows what to do with it. Goal number 6 on the afternoon. So the men lacrosse team for Elmhurst falling to Hope College 17-13. The men's team now 0-2, and the women's team, as the final minutes winding down here, going to fall to DePauw. This is the season opener for the women Blue Jays lacrosse team. Eastman and Kennedy on the draw control. Ball goes straight up, and who's got control of it? Nobody right now. Ball goes up for a second time, and it's picked up by Kennedy. Just over a minute to go. Ball down on the ground. Still down on the ground. Nobody with possession of it yet. Eastman trying to get it, number 1 for Elmhurst, and finally the Blue Jays do come away with it. Corpus, number 21, on the sprint out. Marie trying to find a teammate to pass it to. She does, but it's picked off by Emily Howard. 38 seconds to go. Howard passes it off to Napier. And now it's Kennedy. Half a minute remaining. And the Tigers can just run this one out. Again, just another reminder, log on tonight at 7 o'clock as the Blue Jays take on the Cardinals of North Central in the CCIW Men's Basketball Championship game. ElmhurstBlueJays.com/live, 7 o'clock tonight. Final seconds winding down. DePauw gets the victory here this afternoon, shutting out the Blue Jays by a score of 19-0. So DePauw improves to 2-0 with 2 victories over CCIW teams. The Blue Jays now 0-1. Mark Kruger saying, please enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. So long, everybody.